Hey, we're back in the STEM lab and I'm going to show you one of my favorite devices that I love to use. This is called Osmo, and it's a system that you can purchase. If you purchase the camera and the base, that's the first thing that you would have to purchase, and then you can purchase several different kits. They have a lot of different games that you can play. The ones that we have that we love the most probably would be the Tangram, which is really great practice for geometry, especially in your lower grades. And I love the numbers because that's great math practice. And Pizza Company is probably my most favorite. It's really great math practice with fractions and then also with consumer-producer relationships. So we're just going to walk you through how they each work and let you see what you think. All right, this is Osmo coding, and it is basically block coding, except for you're not doing it on the screen, you're doing it with these little pieces, which is really great for the little ones, just so they can have something tangible and they can actually see that they're coding. All right, so I'm gonna let Jacob try it out. He's gonna tell the little guy to go that way, and then it will only work if you hook it into the play, and now hit the play part. And so it tells them what to do. So there's all kinds of different pieces. You can tell them to go left, to right. You can move the arrow around. You can tell them to jump. But these are all coding blocks. All right, this is Osmo Tangram, and it gives you shapes that you have to build with the shapes that they've given you in the kit. So we're gonna go ahead, and the first one we would need is the purple. All right,
yeah.
Do the purple. Now, it's not going to recognize it unless you turn it the same way that you see on the screen. And then once it sees it, it will light up. But it's telling you, you can see it's telling you to do the blue and the red first. Turn that upside down. There you go.
And then...
So it'll light up as it sees it. So what you're doing is you're just building the shape. And you keep going.
And then you do the green.
The green, yes.
Right
Good job.
here. And then the blue.
And you can see it lights up.
All
right, and this is Osmo Number, and this is starting at level 1, which is a lower level for like kindergarten. And it basically has them recognize numbers and how to make the numbers. So how would you make the number 5? Okay, there's 1. Okay, so there's 2, 3. And there's 4, 5.
And then it basically will pop one away.
That's right, it'll pop that one, and all the 5s connected. And then it'll give you a package. Yay, you have something for your aquarium now. And each time you pop it, it fills up the aquarium.
And we've actually played this game before in STEM class, and it's really fun because like
You're right.
add and you get more stuff, and it's really cool to look at.
The more you pop, the harder it gets, and there's some really hard levels for the older kids.
You go as a group and you all work together and you all get a turn, and it's really fun.
All right, now this is our favorite. This is Osmo Pizza. And so you have a customer and he tells you what he wants on his pizza. So he says he likes peppers but doesn't like pineapple. So of course, we're not gonna put any pineapple in there, but we're gonna put lots of peppers. Okay, and now we're gonna shove it this way. That means put it in the oven. And he liked it, so we get a good consumer rating. All right, and then we flip the pizza over, and he's going to eat his pizza.
Yeah, eat it. Oh, you love it, boy. Yay, he loves my pizza.
And then he'll get ready to pay you. And so he's giving us a 10 and the cost is 8. So what will his change be? 1, 2. And so we have to make his change. So you have a whole tray of toppings, and then you have also the tray of money, which is great. And you can make the levels harder for the older ones and easier for the younger ones. This is Osmo Coding Jam, and this is an awesome one to tie in with your music. Our music teacher has a couple of these, and they are so cool. So we're gonna go to practice. And you can go to level 1. And basically, they're learning how to code music, which is really, really neat. So he's showing us, he wants us to do an orange code, and it's the same or similar coding pieces to what you use in the Osmo coding. So you do an orange, and you point it towards the direction that he's showing you. All right, and so then you actually do the next step and you point it in the direction that he's showing you. And again, I'll change the arrow. Yep, you had it right. All right. And then we change the arrow. And he recognizes it. All right, now you can hit that and go to the next level, and it's showing you just how to code it, and then eventually you can create an entire song pattern with the pieces. All right, this is Osmo Newton, and you can start with the level. It's a game, but this is a really good one with problem-solving abilities. So basically you have to draw a line, and it works better with the dry erase board, but you are trying to draw a line like where they show you on your paper, and it will get, you're trying to break the little, you're trying to break the bubble, so when it hits the bubble, it will take you to the next level. You have to hit it 3 times on this level. Oh, I might have to, there we go. Okay. All right, this one is great for art teachers and just for any kid really in general that likes to draw or even doesn't like to draw. It actually helps them. So if you start drawing, you can choose from several different options. You can do thank you cards, which is really cool, or my kids really like the animals. So if you just choose, let's do an easy one, because you can spend a lot of time on them. But if you just choose one, we'll choose the kitty cat. And then you basically trace the kitty cat onto your paper, which is cool. Let's see. I'm not doing too great of a job because I'm trying to hold the camera too, but you can trace the different parts of the kitty cat. And so then you can see it's teaching you how to draw. You just have to watch the camera, which is really cool. All right, this one's great for ELA practice. It just is basically like what I would say Wheel of Fortune, where you have a puzzle and you have to solve it. But you can start out verses. So you have 2 sets of letters. You have red letters and blue letters, so you can kind of play each other and keep score, and the kids really like that. They like to compete. So let's say you want to, the blue team wants to guess U. Oh look, U is actually in the puzzle. Oh no, it's not in the puzzle. It's in the letters that are being used. Okay, and then let's say the red team wants to guess X. That goes in the bank as well, that we've already used it. All right, blue team is now on R. Oh no, R's not in there either. So the red team says they're gonna guess E. Oh no. Blue team says, what about D? Okay, and then the red team says, what about C?
What about A?
And then they can keep going until they actually get the puzzle, which is dog.
Let's see, where's the letter?
And if they don't get the puzzle, eventually it times out and it gives them the answer and it moves on to the next one. So you can set it for easier levels or lower or harder levels as well, which is kind of okay. This is the most popular Osmo at my science lab, and this is a Hot Wheels mind racer. So basically what they're doing is they're racing against each other. They compete, and in the drawer you have coding chips. The chips tell the car what to do, and then they choose a car, place it on the track, and when the race is ready, they will start to race each other. So let's race. So this tells my guy to throw a bomb at the other car to slow him down, and this one tells my car to go faster. And I can also hold this down to make my car go faster. but eventually that runs out, as you can see. And this tells them to go faster. And there's one in here that's got a star so it can make your other codes more powerful. But this is the absolute favorite in the STEM lab.